painful, merciless, and awesome.
Figure 4 TV said nobody's perfect, and it sucks that Bobby's a talented wrestler like Booker T. He is, and in fact, he is. But the thing about it is, I was not a big fan of Bobby Lashley before, as I was saying previously. I wasn't a big fan of him. I just wasn't. I didn't think he had what it takes. You know, like I said, we've seen Bobby Lashley. He's done his career. He's always improved. If you think about it, Bobby's always improved. He's always got better as time progressed. You know, like I said, I know it was early on, but he was a world champion. But when he first arrived on the scene, he was just a ECW champion, and you know WWE didn't respect that belt. And this is when I looked, I was like, is he really a good guy? Is he that dude or what? Is he that dude? And I always said that to myself. I don't think he has what it takes. I don't think he's the guy. I don't think he had any potential. I didn't think so at all. I was like, man, Bobby Lashley not worth anything. But the thing about it is with Bobby Lashley, as time progressed with his career, and this is even in his first run, crazy to think of it. If you guys remember this, in his career early on, Bobby Lashley, when he did, I really start to catch my eye. At least it was actually this match right here, and if you guys remember this feud, this is one of his best matches. Bobby Lashley versus John Cena, 2007, and we are talking about the Great American Bash. That's when he started to catch my attention. That's when he really caught my eye. I was like, you know what? Wow, he really doing something. And he almost beat John Cena for that championship. That's the crazy part about it. And the point I'm making is Bobby Lashley, as he always grew, his value always increased. It always increased as time went along. It always increased. It never dropped, honestly. I don't think it ever did. But as he did, we know that he became WWE champion his second run. But I know the main reason he did have him, one of the reasons he did come back, they say, it's because of Brock Lesnar. That's why he came back in the first place. And when he did come back, he had 2 matches with Brock Lesnar. We know that much. But they're supposed to have one more match, a third one, and they didn't have it. So that's what sucked about that whole situation. We were supposed to get those two going at it with each other. We were supposed to get Brock and Bobby. This was talking about for years, and I heard this is something that Bobby wanted for years, and it did not go down. It did not go down until he came back. It never went down, so I'm glad it did go down eventually. We got the match that we all wanted, but I heard that was like a big reason why he came back. And Bobby Lashley also too, when he did, this what kept Bobby around the company was facing this guy Brock Lesnar. And when Bobby did face Brock Lesnar, he defeated him. I know he cheated with the help of Roman Reigns. Let's keep that in mind. But also, it kept him going. And then, of course, we can't forget, along with MVP, that's his manager, MVP plays a part in this too. And MVP got better as a manager. He got better as managing, and he helped put Bobby on the map. It's pretty much the Paul Heyman to the Roman Reigns, or Paul Heyman to the Brock Lesnar. And since he did, they ended up creating the Hurt Business. We know the Hurt Business, was a very good, short-lived stable, shut down too soon. I know MVP said in interviews he wanted that stable back, but Triple H said no, and Vince said no too. And I know that was a lot of frustration for Bobby and MVP, I might add. Frustration for both men. And since it created frustration, those men end up, with being unhappy. And I think with the I think no disrespect to the Street Profits, but they tried to do everything they could to get Bobby back as a pushing him and keeping him something stable and in the stable with Street Profits, but it just was not the same compared to being with the Hurt Business. It just was not the same. It wasn't the same at all. It was never the same. And we'll see if you guys remember when he first got with Street Profits.
Look at the two of you, I see a ton of talent. I'm not going to say completely untapped potential because you guys have done some great things. But last week, how'd that feel?
We are going to go over common pieces of career advice that job seekers get and separate the myths from the truths.
Job hopping is the best way to advance in your career and make more money.
So I'm not going to say Bobby didn't like Street Profits at all. I just don't think he was happy, genuinely happy being with them. I just didn't see that happening. So, and like I said, MVP, he's another one that was unhappy. He said that he announced on his I think it was his X account that he was no longer with WWE, no longer under contract. And this is a shame because we liked both MVP and Bobby Lashley, both great for WWE, both great for the brand. So that's what frustrated me as well as they were frustrated. The question is, did Triple H and WWE make the right choice? Because they're saying, like I said before, that Bobby Lashley and MVP, they said they may go make the jump and go to AEW. So maybe that's what they needed. Maybe that's what they want. But I know if they do, they're going to crush it over there. But I know for WWE, this is a big loss. I got to put on the list for this one.
You just made the list!
So let's see what you guys say in the comments. Figure 4 TV said Triple H is trying, but all those guys tied to Vince are losing on sweet deals. Yep. And I got one word for that. Yeet.
Yeet.
Yep, that's very true. And Figure 4 said this too. He said, no Brock, no Bobby. Exactly. That's what made Bobby want to go elsewhere. I think he got the better. I think he got better right around the time our Tribal Chief got together. Got better. Yeah. And again, yeet.
Yeet.
I agree. He did get better. Another thing too, Larry Gordon salutes he welcome to locker since going Bobby. Bobby's no longer with WWE. They said that his contract's up. He may go to AEW, as Figure 4 said, or return to TNA. But he's gone though. He's pretty much gone. So is MVP. Now Shelton Benjamin was already released from WWE. He was already gone. And now, they could reunite the Hurt Business in AEW or TNA. Cedric Alexander is the only remaining member of the Hurt Business in WWE, and we know that he is in NXT. But yeah, this is a big loss, big loss. I wish, like I said, we know Triple H can't fix everything. He has different standards, but Triple H, the way he does it, he's like the way Triple H does the characters. No matter if you're a legend, Hall of Famer, former world champion, it don't matter what the case may be with Triple H. It's pretty much like a puzzle. He has a whole puzzle, and he has all the pieces to the puzzle. If you are not a piece of that puzzle that's going to fit on that puzzle, then you are not going to be figuratively in the storyline. He will not build you in a storyline any way, shape, or form, and it leaves you out in the cold. It leaves you out from the storyline. So he's not gonna let anyone just come in because he's pretty much gonna say this is not open mic night. I got a story to tell. I have characters. I have a storyline. It's not open mic night.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch? Welcome to the.
So that's how Triple H sees that storyline. He's not going to do things that way. He's just not. So we got to keep that in mind. But other than that, though, I wish Bobby Lashley MVP. I wish him all the best. Wish him all well. I know, as we say, what's best for business, but I really would hope these guys do find success elsewhere. Because Bobby Lashley, you got to remember, he's a former, of course, ECW champion, former WWE champion, also former TNA world champion. So he's found success wherever he goes. Let's not forget about that. Chris, welcome to the locker room. What you say? I had the privilege to meet Shawn Miz when he was wrestling ROH. I think it was around 2009. And let me tell you, such a humble guy for all he done in his career. Dude's incredible. That's dope. That right there is undisputed.
And that is undisputed.
So that's good. That's good to hear. Very good to hear. You said all four of those guys are awesome. Yes, definitely. And it sucked because we was really robbed of a great stable of the Hurt Business. We was even robbed of just MVP and Bobby. But they didn't want they ain't gonna say it, they didn't want the Hurt Business to outdo the Bloodline or even the Judgment Day for that matter. They didn't want them to outdo them. Well, Judgment Day wasn't out then, let me take that back. But they didn't want them to outdo the Bloodline. We know Bloodline was around, so that's what they didn't want, and we just got robbed of that. So it sucks, though. It sucks that it come down to this, though. But Bobby Lashley is out of WWE. MVP is out of WWE. We're not going to see either one of these guys no more. We're not going to see MVP, and we're not going to see Bobby. We're not going to see him no more. They're more likely, WWE, they said internally, WWE believe that they will, not do nothing with WWE, and they will move on and do other things. So Bobby Lashley is a physical specimen in his own. He is. Like I said, I was not a big fan of him at first years ago, but he got better as time progressed. I believe he's got much, much better in his career. So salute to Bobby Lashley for that. And the Superior Nerve, salute to you. Welcome to the locker room. Everybody get the likes up. We say how everyone tonight. Good, we good. It sucks that Bobby Lashley and also stuck MVP leaving again. These two in my childhood TV back in SmackDown and Raw dropped a Triple H. Oh, you talking about Triple H dropped the ball with Bobby and MVP. Well, I got one word to say to that. One word for that one.
Yeet.
Yes, yeet. He definitely dropped the ball with these two. I know Triple H tried everything he could. I know he tried everything in his power, but it just sucked though, man. It really did. And like I said, it ain't just started with Bobby Lashley. He's fumbled on another former world champion. I'm getting into. You guys remember when Bobby won the WWE title? All right. And that's all we have for the WWE Make a Mistake with Bobby MVP. Such a loss to lose Bobby and MVP. Great talents. Soon there'll be 2 videos to check out content of Toxic Reign Scandal. Check it out of wrestling content. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys already know what it is. It is OUNT.